Hello friends, my name is Dhaval Gandhi and I am a chartered accountant serving as director of Navkar Institute, or rather I would say Navkar Digital Institute, friends. Friends, this video is specifically recorded for our May 20, or rather now I would say our June 20 students. It is just to guide them. Let me be very clear, in last 15 days or 20 days, we have started receiving messages from students across the Navkar board that friends, this because government has announced this extension, or ICI rather would have announced this extension of exams, whether it is going to create an impact on our result. Friends, if you ask me, there can be two possible impacts. One is actually this period becomes blessing for you. Another is actually this period becomes a curse for you. In my opinion, if you'll ask me, I would say this is simply a blessing for you. I'll tell you a reason for that, friends. Let's just go back exactly 1 year. 1 year in the sense I'm talking about May 19 attempt, friends. In May 19, I believe all of you must be aware that the exam has been delayed by almost 15 to 20 days. Reason was not like what we have today, that is not COVID. But at that point of time, the exam got delayed purely because of the elections, central government elections. So because of that, the exam was delayed almost by 15 to 20 days. And what was the result of that, friends? The result was very clear that the ICI result itself has been improved by at least 10%, minimum 10%, friends. Somebody would ask, sir, why such thing has happened? The reason is very sure, friends. In CA, actually nothing is difficult. You would agree with this. Nothing is difficult. The only point is how to manage that in available time is the problem, is the constraint. Many of you, if given time, would be able to do much better as compared to what you are actually doing it as of now. So the issue is not difficulty level, the issue is the availability of time. And many of you are facing this time problem, friends. And in such time limit, if you get an extension of 1 or 1.5 months, which you have got as of now, just try and understand, you can definitely improve your result. So in May 19 also the result was improved because of this time, and same timeline, or rather I would say you have much more timeline as of now. So I think your result is going to be much better. I am expecting that it should improve at least by 15 to 20%. And when I say 15 to 20%, I am not talking about overall 15 to 20%. Rather, I am of the opinion that result of each Navkarite should be improved by 15 to 20%. And that's the only reason why I am recording this session. I wish to give you Brahmastra for each subject. Friends, you guys are aware that Arjun. So in Mahabharata, Arjun was having that Brahmastra. And because of that, he aced in the activity of bow and arrow, or archery, what we say. Same way, I am very sure that when with years of experience, when we will say that you should do X or Y or Z, and you will actually do that X or Y or Z, this is going to be your Brahmastra. And it will improve your result at least by 15 to 20%, friends. And that's the only purpose for which we have recorded this video. In fact, many of you have messaged in last days saying that whether papers are going to be difficult or easy. And many of you have given reasons also. Like one of the students messaged me saying that, sir, I believe that this time papers are going to be actually lot difficult. So I asked him why, what is the reason for that? He said, sir, because we are getting 1.5 month extension, so obviously ICI is expecting that we'll be much better prepared. And if we'll be much better prepared, so ICI will also raise the difficulty level and papers are going to be difficult. In comparison with that, I messaged him saying that, no, think of the other perspective. Since this corona is becoming a problem, lot of sentimental things are going on, lot of emotional things are going on, health problems are there. So ICI will take this into consideration and probably may ask even easy paper. So he said, yes, I think, sir, your point is also correct. Now friends, let me be very clear. Whether ICI will ask difficult paper or ICI will ask easy paper, is it something in your hand? So why you are worried of that? Your focus should be on whether ICI would ask easy paper or difficult paper, or your focus should be on your preparation. And friends, when you actually will focus, I mean, today we are standing on 15th April, and rather 16th April, chalo. And our exams is going to be there somewhere in, let's say, June 15th ke around. So I think we have around 2 months timeline. And if we actually focus on this 2 months timeline, things can improve like this, friends. And I'm betting on this. Yes, it can happen, friends. So let us not think what ICI would do. Let us think on what we can do. And if we actually do what we should do, then precisely what will happen is, even if the papers would come difficult, we are prepared for that, friends. So let us just get prepared for this. So I'll be very clear. I'll issue guideline for each subject, that what one should do in FR, what one should do in SFM, till IDT, what one should do in all the 8 subjects which can improve the result. So friends, let me start with FR point of view, friends. When I say FR, financial reporting, so we understand the only thing which is important in the subject is Ind AS. And obviously Ind AS is the only component which comes into exams. But we divide still this into 2 parts, the subject of FR. One is financial reporting, other than, and not even other than, rather I would say 2 parts. In first part is consolidation and business combination chapter, and another part is all other Ind AS. Now someone would definitely argue on this, sir, consolidation and business combination is also based on Ind AS. I agree with that, friends, but still I divide that into 2 parts. One is consolidation and business combination, and another is all other Ind AS portion. Now obviously this consolidation in Ind AS definitely carries around 20 marks weightage minimum in your exam. So at your comfort you are going to refer it, and I don't deny that. But my focus is actually on the other Ind AS portion, friends. And specifically when I talk about other Ind AS, so I would suggest 3 things for that subject. And when you will actually focus on those 3 things, I'm pretty sure that we are thinking of almost 40 to 50 marks in our exam, friends. Yes, friends. When I say 3 things, the first thing which I am suggesting as of now is to refer the revised module of ICI. Someone would say, sir, what is the logic? We have prepared subject 1 year back or 2 year back, and we are done with all the questions given under module. We have referred entire theory portion. Friends, I don't deny. But the point is, ICI keeps on revising the module. And I'm not sure whether you have seen revised module or not. When they revise module, so what they do is, one of the first thing is, they add questions, they add sums. And in almost every Ind AS, they have added 2 to 3 sums. And because of that, precisely, your module has now become bulky. Now, what I want you to go through is those extra questions. In fact, RTP, MTPs, they also have extra questions. So what I want you to go through is those extra questions, friends. Now, you have 2 options. Either you can download the revised module and you can go through all of them and search for that first, because first you have to find where it is and then you have to prepare it. The other option is, recently in last 15 days, Vatsal sir has recorded the sessions for these extra questions. Extra questions covering all Ind AS. He has recorded specific sessions for that. Let's say Ind AS 2 is having 3 extra questions, so he has recorded only those 3 extra questions. If Ind AS 20 is having 2 extra questions, he has specifically recorded those 2 extra questions. And for that, we have kept live lectures for students across the board. In last 15 days, live lectures were there. I think they are likely to over on this Sunday, where we will cover up all the extra questions. Now, those who have referred that, don't worry. We are very sure that you are going to secure marks out of these questions, because ICI follows this pattern that whenever they add extra questions, precisely, there are fair chances that this questions comes in exam in next 1 or 2 attempts. So those who are our May 20 or June 20 students and who have seen those videos are 110% in better position. But those who couldn't see it, still you have an option. By Sunday, we will upload all those live sessions on our app. That is NDI app, Navkar Institute app. And you can download it and you can use those lectures. Just go through those lectures, friends, and I'm pretty sure we will cover at least 15 marks, because this are going to be there in your exam, which would cover around 15 marks weightage, or maybe it can go up to 20 marks also. And to that extent, ICI follows a pattern of asking those questions directly, even without changing the name, or maybe sometimes changing the name and just amount, but entire pattern remains same. So when we have this kind of direct questions, so I think nobody else can help you the way ICI itself is helping you. So please go through all these extra questions. This is the first thing which I want you to go through in FR. The second thing which I want you to do in FR is to go through purely financial instrument based Ind AS. So I'm talking about Ind AS 32, I'm talking about Ind AS 107. Friends, these are pure financial instrument based Ind AS. And if you'll actually go through past 3 attempts, you will find out that 15 to 20 marks questions comes from this financial instrument Ind AS. So when in last 2 months when we have time, we should at least refer once or twice this financial instrument based Ind AS, which can improve the result by 15 to 20 marks. And the third thing which I want you to go through is the recently issued Ind AS. And this is obviously a pattern that when new Ind AS gets implemented, like I believe all of you are aware, this year we have Ind AS 116, last year we had Ind AS 115. So these are newly introduced Ind AS, and when this newly introduced Ind AS when you will prepare them, then definitely it is going to help you. Probably expect 10 marks out of this only, friends. So when I put everything together, almost 15 marks I am asking from revised material of ICI. 15 to 20 marks I am thinking purely from the perspective of financial instrument based Ind AS, and almost 10 marks at least of Ind AS 115 and 116. When you put all of them together, it turns out to be around 40 to 50 marks range. And in last 2 months, I am very sure if you give only your 3 days period to this portion, I think you are in a much comfortable zone, friends. Just by giving 3 months in 2 months period, if you can secure 40 marks at least in subject like FR, friends, this is nothing but a blessing. So this 2 months timeline we should use in a proper manner, and this is where I am suggesting what you should do in subject of FR, friends. Friends, the second subject which I want to discuss is SFM. And when you talk about SFM, the first thing that comes in your mind is practical. I mean, obviously the subject is practical subject. So you would say, sir, we should go through Forex, we should go through derivative, we should go through portfolio, we should go through security valuation where we'll talk about debt market and equity market, we should go through corporate valuation, we should go through merger and acquisition, we should go through mutual fund. Friends, 110% you should go through all of them. And precisely this carries almost 75 marks weightage. These are only 6 to 7 chapters of your module, and that carry is 75 marks. So you should definitely go through that. There is no doubt about that. In fact, specifically focus on Forex and derivative, which carries almost 35 to 40 marks. So please focus on that. But my video is not actually for that portion. I'm here to talk about actually the theory component, friends. Someone would say, sir, why theory in SFM? Friends, theory actually carries 20, 25 marks or even more weightage, friends. And I can bet on that many of you have not referred theory so far. Reason? Time constraint, friend. In CA, the only problem that we have is time constraint. If you will start reading it, it is not a problem for you. But point is, we don't have time to read it. And I don't, discourage you, because I know your decisions are in many scenarios correct also. Because people would say, sir, 6 to 7 chapters are theory and 6 to 7 chapters are practicals. Now, practical 7 chapters covers almost 75 marks, while theory 7 or 6 chapters covers only 25 marks. So, why we should focus on theory and should ignore practical? So, I 110% salute your decision, but your decision was correct only till now. Now, since you have extra 2 months time, you should also focus on theory, because theory is something which you can't ignore, and it helps you in 3 ways. I'll tell you each of the way. Number 1, friends, theory, when I say you can't ignore, is in the sense, 5 years back when we were talking about SFM subject paper, I think what used to happen is they used to ask a complete separate question of theory, and many of you were avoiding that purely in option. But nowadays that is not happening, friends. Nowadays what happens in every question they have a sub question of theory, like question 1. So let's say question 1 C or D or E is probably theory question. Question 2 D is theory question. Question 3 E is theory question. Question 4 C is theory question. And every theory question is of sub question is of 3 to 5 marks. So precisely it carries almost 25 marks. So you can't avoid it. The moment you think of avoiding it, you are losing your marks, friends. So please, it is something, it cannot be avoided. So one of the first reason why you should refer theory is to secure this 25 marks, because you can't avoid it. Otherwise your paper itself will become of 80 marks, and which I don't think you can afford. Because SFM is something where you think of getting at least 60 plus. So you can't avoid this. You can't ignore theory. So first reason is this cannot go in option. So you must do it. Second reason, friends, timely completion of paper. Friends, SFM or even in other practical subjects, many of times, because question comes difficult, so we spend a lot of time in analyzing those questions, and because of them, कुछ रह जाता है पेपर में. And the only way by which you can complete is by going through theory. I've seen many students, when they go in paper, one of the first thing that they start writing is not practical sums, they start writing theory. Reason is, by writing a 5 marks question in 5 minutes, I can secure 5 marks. While if I try and solve a practical which is of 5 marks, even if I am trying to analyze it in 5 minutes, I am not sure that whether it is right or wrong. If it is wrong, then probably my 5 minutes have wasted. In theory, that cannot happen. If you spend 5 minutes, you will get 5 marks, or at least you will get 4 marks. So there is sure shot marking, which is not there maybe in case of practical. So the second reason which I want you to go through theory is to get those sure shot marks. So first reason, as I said, you can't avoid it. Second reason is to get sure shot marks, and and also complete the paper in timely manner. And the third thing which I want you to why I want you to go through theory is to avoid difficulty level. Yes, friends, this is where I am talking about right on point. See, when we say papers are difficult, so what difficulty comes in? So practical questions को एकदम तोड़ मरोड़ के जोड़ के ऐसा बना दिया जाता है कि it becomes difficult to analyze it, and that is why we say it is difficult paper. Now this can happen in practical. Can this happen in theory? No, because in theory they ask direct questions. So that cannot happen in theory. So for theory, even if the papers is difficult, the theory is going to be same. There cannot be difficult theory, friends. There can be difficult question, practical, but there cannot be difficult theory. So even if someone is expecting that papers are going to be way difficult, friends, again this theory is going to be a blessing for you. So please, please, please just go through theory, and I'm telling you, you don't need much time, friends. I'm being very sure about this. You don't need much time. What time you need? Probably daily an hour. And in next 15 days, you are done with theory, friends. 100%. You don't need much time. You need daily an hour, friends. Not more than that. I'm being very sure about this, because hardly it requires around 20 hours to cover up theory. And you must do it. अच्छा कोई बोले sir, I tried that in past also. I opened the subject material and I've started reading it, but I'm not able to focus because theory is something which is not my forte. So then I suggest something else. What you should do is purely go on NDI app, and we have specifically recorded theory lectures, and just listen that. I'm very sure that together they are almost around 15 to 16 hours. So every day you just spend 1 hour, and in next 15 or 20 days you are done with SFM theory like this, friends. And if you have referred those lectures, along with that, if you keep your materials with yourself, simultaneously you can read it. And at that point of time, things will be much easy. Chetan sir has specifically recorded theory lectures, and even Nikhil sir has specifically recorded theory lectures, and those are available on NDI app. So just go through those sessions, and we are done with the theory component, friends. So please do not avoid it. It is going to be your best benefit or best advantage in your exams. So please go through all the theory questions and improve your result of SFM, friends. That is going to be the best advice from my side for the subject of SFM. The third subject which we are referring as of now, friends, is the law portion, corporate law and economic law part. Now what one should do in law is just one thing, and that is case study, friends. Obviously there are other advices, but case study is something which you can't ignore, because though we say law is a theory subject, 90% paper is purely a practical case study based paper. And when I say case study, so I am talking about both the types of case study, friends. Number one is case studies which ultimately results into MCQ, which almost carry 30 marks weightage, and then the case studies which are descriptive in nature. So when I say case study which are MCQ based case studies, I think you should go on Navkar app. We have 2000 plus MCQs on our app, out of which at least 400 are purely case study based MCQs. So please go through all this 400. I don't think so you need much time for that. Just go through all 400 case study based MCQs, and yes, you are very sure about your 30 marks, friends. And what about remaining? So go through all case studies, descriptive, and see, I won't suggest you go through all the sections. I won't suggest you go through all the rules or provisions, but I want you to go through all the case studies. I'll tell you a reason for that, friends, because though you go through all the provisions in exams, they rarely ask provision. What they ask is case studies. So what I want you is to improve your analytical skill and to improve your writing skill. So daily spend 1 hour only, friends, not more than that. Daily spend 1 hour and refer all the case studies, friends. Case studies which are MCQs, case studies which are descriptive. Just refer case study and refer the solution. कोई बोले sir, when I read case studies, I get an answer immediately. So should I refer the solution also? Yes, friends, why not? I'll tell you a reason. See, friends, when you read case studies, you are improving your analytical skills. But when you read the answers, you are improving your vocabulary. You are improving on how to write the answer and which specific jargons to be used. So reading answer is equally important. So just not only go through the questions, also go through the answers. And when you go through the answers, you are going to improve your ability to write answer in your exam. And this is what I want for sure. Next 15 to 20 days, devote 1 hour daily just for reading this case studies, friends. And if I'm not wrong, definitely you can do 10 case studies a day. When you give 1 hour and you give focused 1 hour into this, you can definitely do 10 to 15 case studies a day, and definitely it will improve your result like anything, friends. So please do not focus on other aspect, just go through case studies. Yes, you can definitely focus on, when I say company law, so you can definitely focus on, let's say, director's chapter or board meeting chapter. So basically your chapter 1, 2, 3. You have time in 2 months, you may go through that. But the only advice which I would suggest is case study based MCQs. And one more thing which I would suggest is refer RTP of May 20. MTP तो क्या है, बाहर ही नहीं आया है, गवर्नमेंट ने उसे, ICI ने उसे इश्यू ही नहीं किया है, but at least refer RTP. If you will refer RTP, you will understand that they are not only going to ask case studies from individual chapter, they are going to ask case studies of merged chapters. So you, by referring RTP, you will get an idea that how the merge chapter MCQs or merge chapter case studies are going to come in your exam. So maybe what they will do is they will frame a case study where some portion of, let's say, company law will be there, some portion of FEMA will be there, some portion of IBC will be there, and an entire chapter will be framed, and based on that they will ask you to write down the answer. So you have to write an answer applying all the acts which have been there in your case study. So earlier they were asking what? Individual case study of one act, and you were writing answer based on only that act. Individual case study of another act, you were writing answer only based on that act. But now precisely we are expecting the merged provisions will come into exam. But RTP November 20 refer karoge, so you'll get an idea that, RTP May 20 refer karoge or June 20 refer karoge, you'll get an idea that what I'm talking about. You must go through this kind of merge questions just to ensure that this kind of questions would come in your exam and how to write this, friends. So this is what is my advice for subject like law. Just go through all the possible case studies, friends, and improve your result by 15 marks. The next one is audit, friends. When I talk about audit, so again it's a pure theory subject, but the important point that we need to understand is in audit is you should focus on 3 aspects, friends. The first aspect is obviously case studies. Go to Navkar app. Don't do anything else. Go to Navkar app. We have 500 MCQs, which are case study based MCQs, which are already there in app added. Daily 1 hour, friends. Daily 1 hour for this. कोई बोले सर आप कब से 1 hour का प्लानिंग दे रहे हो? SFM में you say daily 1 hour, law you are saying daily 1 hour, audit you are saying daily 1 hour. सर हम daily 1 hour इन सबको ही देंगे तो when we will prepare our subject? That I'll tell you. Let me just first cover up subject wise guidelines, and in the end I'll cover up that when I use the word as daily 1 hour, so how you should plan this daily 1 hour, and how can we improve based on this 1 hour scenario. But as of now, just listen what I say. So when I say audit, so daily 1 hour should go to case studies, and 500 case studies are there. I think in less than 10 days you will be able to refer that. So please focus on case studies part, and 30 marks है, sure है, पता भी है, तो भी majority of you are ignoring MCQs. So it should not happen. Please go through those case studies, friends, MCQs portion, friends. What else, friends? So what I suggest is professional ethics is something which you should revise at least 2 times before appearing in your exam and 3rd time a day before exam. मेरे हिसाब से 3 घंटे से ज्यादा टाइम नहीं चाहिए आपको प्रोफेशनल एथिक्स पूरा रिवाइज करने में. It won't take even 3 hours, friends. If you have done it properly, I think you will be able to do in 2 hours also. But when you refer actually professional ethics, so this is something which carries almost 15 marks or 20 marks weightage. And you are very sure that the questions are going to come. So refer it once in your April month, refer it once in your May month, and obviously in June, a day before exam, you refer it. Referring it 3 times will ensure that you know it thoroughly, and when you will see those questions in your exam, you will be able to write it. So please, please, please revise professional ethics. That is one of the most important point. So first part, as I said, case study, MCQs. Second part, as I said, pure professional ethics chapter, and the third part is essays. And as you know that essays carries maximum weightage in CA final level. And when I say essays, what I would suggest is once you refer case studies, based MCQs, like I said, in 10 days, I think you will be able to do all the MCQs of subject like audit, which are case study based MCQs. So remaining days, I think remaining 10 days or let's say 15 days, try and read only 2 essays in a day. I believe you can do it. मेरे हिसाब से 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 सीरीज के जो एसेज है, चलो 200, 300 तो मेनली इंटरमीडिएट बेस्ड है, तो आई डोंट वांट टू फोकस ऑन दैट एस्पेक्ट मच, बट बेसिकली 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 एंड 700 जो हमारा एसेज का लिस्ट है, if you will refer only 2 essays a day, I think in 10 to 15 days you will be done with the essay component, friends. So please, daily 2 essays, nothing else, daily 2 essays. Go for it, go for it, go for it. And for that you need only an hour, not more than that, maybe 1.5 hours, not more than that. So for first 10 days you give your 1 hour to MCQs, and then next 10 to 15 days you give your 1 hour to essays. That's it, friends. You will be done with audit subject, and I'm pretty sure that now you are not worried of, let's say, how to get 40 marks. Now you should think of how to get 60 marks, because 30 marks is of MCQs, professional ethics, which comes of around 15 to 20 marks, and essays are obviously around 20 marks at least. So together we are talking about 60 to 70 marks, friends. So please focus on those aspects, friends. So this is where we are actually done with group 1. Now let me think of group 2. And when we talk about group 2, one of the first subject that comes is costing, which is what we call as strategic cost management and performance evaluation. Now what one should do in costing, friends? So whenever a costing subject comes in, we always think that it is purely practical subject, sir, and we are done with all the practicals. Decision making, sir, सारे sums 5 times कर लिए. स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग सर 5 बार कर चुका हूं मैं वो तो. बजटरी कंट्रोल, एबीसी, जस्ट इन टाइम एंड अदर स्मॉल टॉपिक, सर सब कुछ 3 बार कर लिया, एंड वी आर डन विद सर सब्जेक्ट ऑफ कॉस्टिंग. माय डियर फ्रेंड, हैव यू रेफर्ड लास्ट 3 attempts paper? Go through November 19 paper, go through May 19 paper. Your 50 to 60 marks is going only in 2 portions. One is case studies of costing, another is theory. Yes, friends, 50 to 60 marks is going only in 2 topics. You might have done all possible sums, but sums are not coming in exam. Yes, sums are coming, but the weightage is very less. The maximum focus is on case studies and theory portion. 60 marks I am saying minimum, friends. And you have not referred it. You have done all case studies. I mean, you have done all sums. But what is the importance of that? When actually question that comes in your exam is case studies and theory, friends. So what I want is you should actually focus on case studies and theory portion, friends. And you know, when I say case studies and theory, I would say if you spend daily an hour, again it will require hardly 10 to 12 days to refer all theory portion. Not more than that, friends. Theory उतना complicated है भी नहीं, और अगर आप daily 1 hour spend करोगे ना, 10 to 12 days, friends, nothing more than that, and you will be done with your theory portion, friends. So theory is something which is not complicated. The complicated part is actually case studies, how to refer that. Friends, in our module itself, the 13th chapter is only a case study based module, which provides certain case studies. Then individual chapter also provides certain case studies. Then ICAI has issued an additional question bank, supplementary case studies. When I put all of them together, around 50 to 60 case studies are there total, friends. So what I am going to suggest to you is, in your next days, every day 1 hour should be allotted to precisely refer 2 case studies. And when I say 2 case studies, if you will actually refer in 30 days, I am saying that you will be done with all the case studies, friends. Daily 1 hour I am saying. Friends, devote to case studies and in 30 days you will be done with all the possible case studies, friends. So I am just suggesting you to go through all the case studies, friends. Acha, if someone would say, sir, we have tried and do it from module, but it is getting difficult. We are not understanding it. Go through NDIF, friends. Amit Popat sir has in last few days of March has recorded all the case studies and all of them are available on NDIF, friends. Yes, friends, all of them are available on NDIF. So total recording hours is also around 30 hours ke around hai. So daily if you will refer 1 hour or let's say 1.5 hour in next 15 to 20 days you will be done with entire portion of case studies. Please go through those case studies, friends. Your result will be amazing. Your result will improve by anything, friends. So when I'm saying that case study has a lot of weightage, it actually has. So what I would suggest is go through those case studies, friends. You can't ignore this, and you should maximum focus on this part rather than focusing on sums. In last 2 months, if you say, sir, I will not be able to revise decision making sums, will it be okay? Yes, but you should not ignore the case studies. If you will say, sir, I will not be able to revise sums of standard costing, is it okay? That's okay, but you should not ignore the case studies and theory component. Friends, these are going to carry at least 60 marks weightage. So one of the first thing that you should do for subject like costing, SCMP, is case study component. And friends, let me tell you one more thing on this. When I say this theory and case studies, in terms of, in comparison with sums, it will actually help you to complete paper in time also, friends. Yes, friends, why not? Because when you, let's say, एक थियरी कंपोनेंट की मैं स्पेसिफिकली बात कर रहा हूं, एक सम पूछा गया है, लेट्स से स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग का या डिसीजन मेकिंग का, पहले तो सबसे पहले 2-3 पेज भर के तो पूरा क्वेश्चन होता है. When you will refer entire question, you need at least 10 to 15 minutes. And even after 15 minutes, you are not sure that you know the answer or not. And let's say you try and write the answer for next 20 minutes more. And then also you are not sure that what you will get. So you are spending 35 minutes to write one case study, which is of around, let's say, 15 marks, and you are not sure that how many marks you will get it. Or even the same case happens for sum. Okay, 45 minutes you are spending to write a sum of decision making, and you are not sure at the end of the sum that what will be your result on that. As compared to that, when I talk about pure theory, so you are sure shot. If you are spending 15 minutes to write 15 marks theory, so you are going to be sure. Let's say not 15 minutes or even 20 minutes you spend, or 30 minutes I would say you spend, then also you are sure with 15 to 20 marks of theory. So theory and case studies, which you should not ignore, you must refer that component because it carries lot of weightage in your exam, friends. So this is my advice, or this is what I say is my Brahmastra for solving the paper of SCMP, friends. The next subject which I would like to talk about is elective. Now in elective I can only give general guideline because many of you have opted different electives. Some of you might have opted law portion, some of you might have opted international tax, many of you might have opted risk management, some of you might have taken GFRS, some let's say even 2% people would have taken multidisciplinary case studies, 5 or 10% people would have taken financial services and capital market. So I mean we have 6 options. But the only advice which I can give you for paper like elective is to prepare reference or prepare your index. See, I'll tell you, friends, what happens is, let's say you have taken law subject. So in law subject, when you will go in your exam, they will ask a question based on, let's say, a particular act, let's say Competition Act. So now what you will do is you will open the book, since it's an open book exam, you will open the book and then you will go to Competition Act, and then in that Competition Act you will try and search the relevant provision of which the question is. I believe you will spend 5 minutes just to find it. When I say prepare index, so prepare an index covering every small point and every minute point. Your index should not be an ICI index that, let's say, on page number 7.1, the chapter of Competition X starts, or let's say page number 5.2, the chapter of so and so starts. I am not talking about that index. I am talking about index which is an in-depth index. So let's say you have given a heading, let's say Competition Act. The Competition Act talks about how many topics, and each topic should be there in your index and with page number. Let's say there is a specific provision for penalty. In penalty also we have 5 types of penalty. So your sub-index should have main heading penalty. It starts from so and so page. Penalty in relation to this provision starts on this page. Penalty in relation to this provision starts on this page. Penalty in relation to this provision starts on this page. You must do this, friends. What will happen is, in exam, when you will go and refer the paper, since it's an open book exam, you can carry your material. So you carry this reference or index. Now what will happen is, when a particular question will come, you will just see that, okay, this is about penalty and this is about penalty of so and so category. So from your index, you will straight away find out what is the page number, and you will open this page number and you will read the provision and you will start analyzing. So the best thing that you can do is just prepare your referencer. You prepare your index and carry that index in your exam. This is the only thing which you should do in elective. Other than that, it purely depends on your analytical approach, because it's more about analysis rather than direct questions. So for each subject, I would suggest you to make this kind of referencer, make this kind of index and carry it in your exam and then solve the paper, friends. Nothing else can be better than this particular solution of, let's say, when I talk about the elective subject. Next one which I am talking about is, friends, direct text paper. Now when I say direct text paper, one of the first thing that comes in is again case study, like MCQs. And I hope all of you are expecting now that simple MCQs are not going to come. It is going to be definitely case study based MCQs. So one has to refer the maximum possible type of case study based MCQs. And let me tell you, go to Navkar reference. We have 300 specific case study based MCQs, and which are utmost of this level, which can come in your exam. So go through those 300 MCQs. How many days are required? If you spend an hour a day, I don't think so you need more than 30 days to solve it. Not even 30 days. I would say not even daily kitna, in 5 minutes you can solve 5 to 6 or let's say at least in 5 minutes you can solve 2 MCQs. So even if we go through that pace, I think, I am assuming that in an hour, probably you can solve at least 20 MCQs. So hardly you need 15 days, not more than that, friends. In 15 days, you will be able to cover up all the MCQs by just spending an hour a day, and which carries a weightage of almost 30 marks, friends. So please go through all the case study based MCQs on Navkar app available, which carries a weightage of 30 marks. What else, friends, we should do? I would suggest focus on international taxation. That again carries a great weightage. And if any one of you have taken elective international taxation, then this is going to be a blessing. Because मेरे हिसाब से international taxation का weightage almost 25 to 30 marks का है. I am saying almost, it is at least. So अगर आपका case study proper हो गया है, so the second thing that you should do is focus on international taxation. 20-25 marks of international taxation and we are done, friends. फटाफट गो थ्रू कर लो. आपको इंटरनेशनल टैक्सेशन पूरा कवर करने के लिए कितने दिन चाहिए? अगर आप दिन में 6 आवर्स या 7 आवर्स दे रहे हो, I don't think so you need more than 5 days. 5 days is nothing, friends. We have 2 months. If you can just give 5 days to that particular topic and daily 1 hour for 15 days, I think we are done with almost 50 marks of, or maybe 60 marks of our direct text paper, friends. One more thing which I would suggest is, since we are talking about direct text, it is an amendment. All texts are always amendment, but specifically when May or June paper comes in, it is more about amendments. So definitely 15 to 20 marks of amendments are going to be there in your exam, friends. So just do 3 things. Refer all case studies, focus on international taxation, and refer all the amendments. I'm pretty sure we are damn sure about 60 to 70 marks of paper. Now we should not think of just passing in paper. Now we should think of rank, friends, or at least scoring 60 or 70 marks in the subject. So these 3 things are going to make your paper. So this is my simple advice for all of you. Friends, many of time what happens is we do entire DT, but we don't give enough weightage to the topics which we should give. So that is why, considering the weightage, I am giving you an advice to focus on these 3 aspects for the subject like direct text, friends. And the last one, friends, that is indirect text, and that is my subject, friends. And I'll give you the best possible advice for subject like IDT, and that is 3 things, friends. the first thing which I want you to go through is obviously case study based MCQs. Again, Navkar app, we have 500 MCQs which are case study based MCQs and they are available on app. Just open that, go through all the possible questions and improve your result, friends. 500 MCQs. How many days you need? Not more than 15 days, friends. An hour a day, not more than 15 days. And you are done with the case study based MCQs, friends. Please, please, please go through that and improve your result, friends. Someone would say, sir, आप हर एक subject में case studies बोल रहे हो, but then try and understand, friends. These case studies are actually analytical, and ICAI is very clear that we don't want to ensure that whether you can mug up provisions or not. That you can do and you are capable of. But what ICAI is interested in knowing is your analytical power. And जब से new course implement हुआ है May 18 onwards, rather than asking direct theory based question, ICAI has completely changed the approach and it is continuously asking analytical questions, friends. So please go through this case study based MCQs as first thing. That is my first advice. The second advice is merge questions, friends. And when I say merge questions, so you must be aware that ICAI start asking merge questions, and this is something which they are doing since last 3 attempts, friends. Merge questions would cover a lot of chapters. Some portion of that would come from exemption chapter, some portion of that would come from RCM chapter or charging section, some portion of that would come from, let's say, this particular, let's say, value of supply component, time of supply or place of supply component. So basically what they would do is they are going to create a merge case study covering all the different chapters, and one single question they will make and they will ask it to solve you. This is something which is not going to happen for the first time in May 20 or June 20 attempt, friends. This is happening since last 5 attempts. So I want you to go through all this entire merge questions. Koi bole, sir, what is the source? So nothing else, friends. MTP, RTP and past papers from May 18 till today. Just refer that. I'm sure you will get at least 15 merge questions like this. And when you will refer those 15 merge questions, you will develop the methodology that, okay, what kind of questions would come in? How do we solve those questions? So all these points are already available. So just go through that. Nothing else, friends. Simple ICAI papers. May 18, November 18, May 19 and May 20 का RTP. चलो MTP या पास पेपर तो अवेलेबल नहीं होगा. I mean, like पेपर तो हुआ ही नहीं है तो अवेलेबल नहीं होगा, और MTP का अवेलेबल नहीं है. But at least of 5 attempts, RTP, MTP, pass paper, whatever is available, go through that. And I'm pretty sure you will find 15 questions like this. In fact, RTP May 19 is the best source which you should focus. So when you will go through all this point, I'm pretty sure you can improve your result by, I mean, like, you know, in every paper they ask 2 questions like this, and each of them carries 10 to 15 marks weightage. So precisely I'm talking about 25 to 30 marks of your paper, friends. So 30 marks should be devoted completely to the case study MCQs. 30 marks should be devoted to this. अच्छा, कोई बोले how much time do we need it? अरे फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप पूरा दिन दोगे ना 6 to 7 hours, 2 दिन, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 3 दिन, not more than that. And in 3 days, if we can secure 25 to 30 marks, just try and understand the result. The result will be altogether different, friends. So first thing that I advise for IDD subject is case study. The second thing that I am advising is merge questions, and the last thing that is circulars, friends, and amendments rather, because again we are talking about text. Friends, I'll just advise one thing. November 19 का ICAI paper open करो आप. First question, second question, they are purely amendments, circulars. First question was a circular about cost petroleum. Second question was a circular about this joint venture point. उसके ऊपर से ICAI ने questions frame कर लिए, and they are asking direct question. So please go through all the circulars, and specifically recent circulars and all the amendments, not more than 2 days, to refer all circulars and amendments. And again, 15 marks or 20 marks is sure. So 20 marks should be devoted to that. 25 to 30 marks should be devoted to merge questions, and 30 marks of, as I said, MCQs. Friends, we are talking about 60 to 70 marks, friends. What else do you need? And what time do you need for that? Probably for 15 days, every day 1 hour. 3 days together 7 hours to refer all the merge questions, and 2 days together to refer all the amendments and circulars. That's it, friends. Nothing else. You don't need any more time. So when you are done with this, you are done with the subject of IDT. And friends, this is what I say as Brahmastra for subject of indirect text. So this is my best advice for the subject of indirect text, friends. And here I have talked about all the 8 subjects. Now, if I talk about Nauka rights, friends. See, friends, a lot of you are asking questions saying that, sir, we were giving prelim exams. Though there was a lockdown, you were uploading the papers and we were giving prelim at home. But our original schedule of subject law is only up to, let's say, April end. What after that, friends? Because originally the exams were planned in May, so April end आ चुका है. So obviously April end तक तो आपके papers planned थे. Now what after that, friends? Rest assured, we are going to increase this. So when I say we are going to increase this is, we are going to increase the prelim schedule, we are going to increase the paper, and we will cover up entire May and even first week or let's say first 10 days of June. So revised prelim schedule either you have already received or we are likely to give in next 2 to 3 days because almost ready ho gaya hai, but I am not sure whether it has been released or not. So if you have received it, no need to worry. If you have not received it, in next 3 days you will get the revised schedule, and that revised schedule is going to be your blessing. Write maximum paper in these days too. I mean in this 2 months and friends, obviously writing will improve your result. One more thing, everywhere I was talking about spending 1 hour for SFM, 1 hour for law, 1 hour for audit, 1 hour for costing, for DT, for IDT. Now, how do we should actually plan this? If I say I've talked about 6 hours every day, 1 hour, so I've talked about 6 hours thoroughly. So you can't talk about those 6 hours, but the point is, let us plan 2 hours a day. When I say plan 2 hours a day, what we should do is, friends, 2 hours, not more than that. When I say 2 hours a day, how we should plan it is, every day morning I need 1 hour and every day evening I need 1 hour. When I say every day morning I need 1 hour and when I say every day evening I need 1 hour, what we should actually focus. So when I say every day evening I need 1 hour, what you should do is, for first 15 days, I need 1 hour to refer law-based case studies or MCQs. For next 15 days, if I talk about 1 hour, you should refer on audit-based case studies or MCQs. Yes, friends, I'm talking about 2 months. So first 15 days, every day 1 hour, law MCQs. Every day 1 hour for next 15 days, audit MCQs. For next 15 days, DT MCQs, and the next 15 days, IDT MCQ. In 2 months, you are talking about every possible MCQ by just spending 1 hour a day, friends. And just try and understand this MCQs together in every subject carries 30 marks and together they carry 120 marks weightage, friends. 800 may say 120 marks, friends, 15% weightage. Now, if you will focus just 1 hour for next 2 months, just try and understand, you will improve your 15% result, friends. So please, every day evening for next 2 months, just to devote to case studies. And the morning portion which I am talking about, where I need again 1 hour, is just to devote SFM and costing, friends. When I talk about SFM, so first 10 days, you should purely focus on theory portion, and next 15 days, specifically I am using the word as next 15 days for SFM, where I want you, I mean, like I've already said, I've already given the planning to you that when you talk about SFM, you should refer all the theories. So 10 days, short, you should refer to, theory portion. Just spend 1 hour a day, or let's say 15 days, jitna chahiye, 15 days aap spend kar lo, or even 20 days aap spend kar lo, every day 1 hour just to refer SFM theory. That's it. SFM theory carries lot of weightage. And similar way, जो बाकी का 1 महीना और 10 दिन बचता है या जो भी टाइम आपके पास बचता है, just focus on costing case studies and costing theory, friends. Every day 1 hour. This is the solution, nothing else. So daily 1 hour evening, daily 1 hour morning, and we are done with almost 120 marks in the evening. And we are aware that costing की 60 marks की theory and case studies है, and SFM की 20-25 marks की theory है. So almost 80 marks or 85 marks of that. So 80-85 marks of costing SFM and 120 marks of the MCQ 4 subjects. So 200 marks out of 800. So technically we are focusing on 25% of our overall result, friends. And when we focus on this 25% and when we ensure this 25%, things would become very easy for us to pass or to get an extraordinary score. You know friends, this advice which I have given today, if you'll actually follow it, your result is going to improve like anything friends. Those who were earlier thinking of just passing should now target of almost 60 marks, and those who were earlier thinking of, let's say, originally 60 marks should now target 65 or 70 or maybe 75 marks also friends. So that's it from my side, from the side of Navkar Institute. Rest assured, we are there to serve you. Until last day we will serve you friends. Till the day you become CA, you are our responsibility. So rest assured friends, stay tuned on Navkar app, on Navkar Digital Institute app. For any query, for any support, you can definitely write us on NDI app. Thank you very much friends.